Good evening. Welcome to tonight's edition of Late Night Sauce. It's June 17th, 2024, and we have a little celebrating to do here. We have the Celtics winning the championship tonight. That was amazing. Thank God, because now we can have people in good moods.
Yeah, I don't know what was going to happen if we lost today. We lost today. I felt like things were going to start getting weird in the series.
I think if they lost today, the momentum would have shifted towards Dallas winning too. I'm not saying... I want to relive my 2004 3-0 lead with the New York Yankees over the Red Sox, and Red Sox winning 4 in a row, but I definitely don't want that to happen again to me with my Celtics. But didn't matter because they came through, and we got a championship in Boston again, which is great. It's good for business. I think it's good for morale around here, and the future's looking really good for that team. They look like they're a serious bunch of guys who want to be with each other, like a real team. It kind of reminds me of the old Celtics from the 80s, and I think, in the state of the sports of the New England area, they're the only team that has a bright side right now with other teams rebuilding. But you know what? Everybody disagrees with me. I think a lot of people say the beginning of summer is Memorial Day weekend.
Do they?
A lot of people they go by Memorial Day. It was last month. I actually think when basketball season's over, I consider that the beginning of summer.
I would agree with that.
That's just my opinion. I mean, a lot of people are going to argue with me. A lot of people are going to agree with me. That's fine. But, this is the welcome to the summer edition of Late Night Sauce. And obviously the main topic tonight's going to be what is going to be the drink of summer.
Oh, man.
Tonight, we have, we had a very busy night here at the Safe House. And tonight, I had a guest. Very nice woman. She's all about the spritzers. She's saying she's going to all these restaurants and they got a spritzer menu, and all these women are drinking spritzers, and they're, everybody. You go to a bar and there's like 8 women in a row all drinking the same spritzer, and I go, you know what? A spritzer is actually a great drink for a woman to drink in the summertime, or even a guy if guys want to drink spritzers. I'm not a spritzer kind of guy, but I firmly believe in fruit, refreshing type drinks when it's hot out,
Makes sense. I mean, it tracks.
I'm an old school beer guy back in the day, but, I still stick to my Ketel sodas in the summer, fall, winter, spring, doesn't matter to me.
It's an all-season type of drink.
All-season drink. Ketel One, the unofficial sponsor of Late Night Sauce. We're still waiting to hear back from you people.
What do you mean by you people?
The you people who own Ketel One is what I meant. Yes, let's not make this racial. I am not racist against the people of the Dutch.
They're not. Are they Dutch?
Amsterdam? No. Holland.
Holland's, but
they
like
Dutch?
It's the Netherlands.
Netherlands. Are they Dutch?
But I don't think they're like Netherlandian or anything like weird.
They're Dutch.
They are Dutch?
I think so.
I'm Googling it.
The Netherlands are Dutch. I know that for a fact because it was on an episode of Friends.
Really?
Yeah, because Joey is trying.
Not always the case.
But Joey was trying to pick up a chick from the Netherlands who was Dutch. And then him and Chandler got in a fight. But their facts could be wrong too. I don't know.
No, actually, no. It says people who live in the Hollands are called Hollanders, but all citizens of the Netherlands are called the Dutch.
Aha, there it is. So,
the more you know.
The more we know. It's not just about alcohol. It's about fun facts of the world here at the Late Night Sauce. So, but anyway, so again, Ketel One, we are asking for sponsorship because we do enjoy drinking your vodka.
Do you think they're waiting for us to get it right?
Do you think if we put together a PowerPoint presentation about Holland?
Well, it's not in Holland. It's in the Netherlands.
Okay, if we do a PowerPoint presentation about the Netherlands and how if they expand into Holland, their sales might quadruple. We're taking Ketel One worldwide. They're like, we're already worldwide. Well, we're gonna go wider. We're gonna go wider. Why are we just stopping in Europe, in America? Let's go. Let's get Ketel One in China. Let's get Ketel One in, the Philippines.
Question for you, Mario.
Yes.
You've been to Italy like a couple times, I think, right?
I've been to Italy a total of 13 times.
13. All right,
13.
That's more than a couple.
Mostly when I was younger, but yes.
So, how much is a kettle soda there? Because like if they make it in the Netherlands, and like that's like relatively close.
The tax, yeah.
The tax is
but
different.
I'll be honest with you.
You don't have to import it.
I don't know.
Do you have to import it? Because it's on the same continent, but it's different countries. So I think you'd have to import it.
Yeah, but it's a different kind of import tax. I think they use. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I never had Ketel and soda in Italy. I was drinking Peroni out there.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Straight from the.
But also, like, you know, I would spend time with family out there, and we're at houses. You know, we would go to bars here and there, and that's when I would get my Peroni. But like, I never had a lot of opportunities because most of the time I spent there when I was a child. But the couple of times I was an adult, I never had an opportunity to even order a Ketel and soda. And honestly, I wasn't looking. Because, like, a lot of the bars, like, because when I went last time, it was on my honeymoon with my wife, and it was the first time I actually went to the big city of Rome. We stayed there for a few days on our honeymoon.
Do they also call it the big city there?
I don't know what they call it there. They call it Rome.
Okay, just
Roma. But, well, where my family's from is, like, it's almost like the equivalent of Richmond of Italy. Like, it's, like, farms. It's small towns. And, like, over there, the bars... It's almost like a 7-Eleven with a bar. Like, you walk in, you can buy potato chips, gum, candy, cigarettes, and then you got cappuccinos and espressos, then you got booze. All in one little, like, counter.
It's kind of nice.
And there's no bar stools at the bars there. It's like you're getting them at the counter, and you go into the tables and just sit and drink.
Ah.
Yeah, okay. So when I was there, I didn't, you know, I think the last time I was there in 2013, we went to a bar. Same thing, like, you know, the counter. Yeah. And... we did shots of something. I don't know. My cousin just handed me stuff, and you can't say no to those guys, and they're gonna make fun of me. So you just do it. I ended up drinking grappa that night, which was a nightmare. I was gonna say grappa. I got stuck drinking grappa at my. It was like we're on a honeymoon, but we had a ceremony, not a ceremony, but like a party for the whole family because I don't want them to come to America and spend crazy money to come to my wedding. So we had a big party out there, and you know, for some reason my uncle thought I drank Heineken. And he had Heinekens on the tables, and
just ready to go. Like,
yeah, and the thing was, when I went back to visit one time in 2006, they used to like me when I would send when my parents would go, my sisters, or I would go to Italy. I would send them liquor shirts. They like the promo shirts.
Oh yeah.
But like I sent nice ones one year, like nice polos with like the little emblems on it. So I went to visit them in 2006. Heineken Light just came out. Had a ton of Heineken Light polos, so I brought them with me and gave them to my cousin. So I think either my uncle thought I was like working for Heineken in America, or he thought I just loved Heineken. Like all of a sudden I'm on the table, like, why do we have so many Heinekens here? Like, can you get some Peronis? And so like I didn't really have an opportunity. Then we got to the house and the grappa started flowing, and it was just bad. And I'm not saying it ruined my honeymoon, but it makes me never want to have grappa again. So, but yeah, I don't know what they charge. I got a funny feeling too, because like the small towns where they're from, like it's cheaper because overhead stuff. When you hit Rome and let's put it this way: I paid $18 for 2 slices, €18, not $18, €18 at the time was
arguably worse.
Was worse. So we're having it was Good Friday 2013. We're in Rome. Me and my wife just went to the Colosseum.
That's the church tax right there, buddy.
It is well. The thing is, the church is Vatican City.
Yeah.
Which is a whole different country.
Yeah.
So we got 2 plates of gnocchi. The plates of gnocchi were $8 a piece. Yeah. Good size, the normal size amount.
I mean, $8 ain't bad either.
Waitress comes over. Would you take some bread with your pasta? Yeah, we'll take some bread. 2 slices of bread cut in half, thin slices of bread, with like oil and garlic on top. She charged me €18 for it.
For the bread?
The bread was more than the pasta.
That's disrespectful.
Oh my God! It ruined my honeymoon. I could have. Well, it didn't really ruin my honeymoon. Sorry if you're listening. My wife's listening. She's not, but she is. I had a great honeymoon, honey. Sorry.
That bread, man. It got
but
me.
I got a picture of it. I'll show it to you later. I wish we could put it on the screen and I could see. It was ridiculous. This bread. I'm like, €18. And I asked her, you charge me €18 for bread? Yep. You wanted bread €18? I'm like, I see what you did here. And they spoke English over there too.
Oh, yeah?
I speak fluent Italian. I was talking to her in Italian, but she kept talking back to me in English.
I mean, she robbed you.
Oh, big time. My cousin comes to see me later that night because he works in Rome. And I told him what happened. I go, hey, you're a cop. Can we do some of these people? You guys are corrupt here. And he's like, no, I can't do nothing. I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? You don't know how to use badges around here? But anyway, I know exactly where that restaurant is. I know exactly what that waitress looks like. I go back to Rome and I see her. I'm going back in there. Mind you, I'm tipping up there too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was tipping.
You're not supposed to do that, right?
Yeah, no. But I can't not
Can't
tip.
stop.
It's
Can't
just
stop.
it's in me. I cannot not tip because I'm in Europe. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then I didn't know what to do because like in my head I'm trying to figure out these euros because like the euros look different than American dollars clearly.
Yeah.
And they're shorter. And
They're shorter.
yeah, like they're not as
Like lengthwise?
Lengthwise, yeah.
Interesting.
So then you know,
Fits funny in your wallet.
over there when you go to a restaurant in Italy, and or any I don't know, I guess maybe other parts of Europe too. Like it's not like America where like if you got an empty drink, they automatically ask if you want another one. You gotta flag them down to get these drinks from people, right? So then finally, you know, I get my second beer and they gave me like the first one. I want to say 8-ounce glass of Peroni.
Oh man.
I said, "Excuse me." I go, you know, I'm from America and we drink big beers. You have a bigger glass than this, or can you bring me like 4 of these at the same time? The guy shows up with some German Stein from like Oktoberfest.
Oh,
32 ounce Peroni.
Damn right.
And
you
I
asked
go,
for a big glass.
and no, he looked at me. He goes, you know, "F you, you American. Here's your big beer." Then thinking I'm gonna finish it, I slugged that thing down. I'll take another one. I go right. So then, like, you know, I'm getting a little drunky, but we're next to the hotel we stayed at. So I said, I'll take the bill. So then, and the guy spoke English too. And I said, "Hey, how'd you learn English?" And he goes, "Oh, I watch these TV shows, this and that. Like, there's a lot of American TV up there." So then I get the bill. I think I gave the guy, like, I think it was like $120 for the bill. I gave him like a $40 tip, 40 euro tip. All of a sudden, the guy comes running back, freaking out, where he's handing us shots of limoncello. Next thing you know, "Oh, enjoy your honeymoon." And all of a sudden, I can't walk. I'm just like, good Lord. Thank God we're around the corner. Because that limoncello over there is smooth, and it was hot. And it's like, it wasn't hot, but it was, you know, it was warm. And I tell you, these guys were like, up my ass after that. Like, my wife was, "How much you give him for a tip?" I don't think I miscounted the year. I thought I gave him $40. There's a very good chance I'm going to give him a $140 tip. I'm not sure.
What?
So then we're walking back, and the waiter's trying to flag me. I have dinner there the next night. I'm like, "Oh, we're going to try someplace new. We're good." You know. So I don't know what they charge, but I got a feeling if they charge me 18 euros for 2 slices of bread, I'm pretty sure the Ketel sodas might be a little pricey in certain areas.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. It's good to know.
But yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's, you know, I don't understand how that works when it comes to, like, you know, imports. Like, you know, they have Corona out there. They have Budweiser out there too.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they're charging more than they charge for Peroni.
Yeah.
So, as far as like spirits, like like vodka or gin or rum, I don't know. So I was told alcohol is expensive in the U.S. when it's imported because of the duty tax and everything. Because you go to duty-free stores, I'm like, why is this about $8 when it's like $28 at the liquor store? Like, you know. But I'll never forget when my cousin's husband tried to like impress me and took me to this bar. It was near the beach. It was like a hotel bar kind of place. Oh, they make the special coffees here. And they're busting on espresso martinis in front of me, right? And I'm like, I'm not trying to be ignorant because he came to visit. It was my cousin's husband. They came to America on their honeymoon, and he was a boozer, man. He could drink, and I just met the guy. I never met him before.
Yeah.
And I'm taking him to every bar. We're drinking up a storm, this and that. So he wanted to take me out there. So we went out, and he took me to this bar. They're making espresso martinis, and the bartender's there. There are a couple cute girls working, and everybody's having a good time, you know. And I don't drink espresso martinis.
No.
But they can't turn it down and be rude because, you know, the guy's buying espresso martinis. He's paying the bill because the arrangement I used to make when they would come to the United States, they don't pay for drinks. Because I say, when I go to Italy, I'm not paying for drinks.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. But the bar tabs in Italy are a lot cheaper than the bar tabs here. But, you know, I will say this: next time I go to Italy, I will order a Ketel and soda. I just don't know when I'm going back. I just don't know when I'm going back.
I gotta know. You think in the Netherlands they just got like $2 Ketel and sodas because, like, you know, like the distillery is down the street or some shit? Because that'd be crazy.
You would think, yes.
You would think, right?
But I also feel like certain European countries are not rape the consumer, rape the the pockets of the citizens there to turn a buck. You know, I feel like that's one of the things about even the food out there, because you know, here we have all these preservatives.
Minus the bread.
I think that was a tourist thing. I think because of the tourist thing, but I feel like a lot of countries, like, they just, you know, they're happy making a certain percentage on whatever they're selling, and they're fine with it. I don't know if you have like a street of bars in the Netherlands or Holland or Amsterdam or England or whatever, and one bar is charging, you know, €4 for a Ketel soda, and the guy 3 blocks down is charging €7. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
I just felt like everywhere I went, like, I tried to watch what people were paying. I felt like every beer was $1.
Yeah.
Everywhere I went. They love draft beer out there for some reason, but the draft beer there is not good.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, this was at the places we had gone to. So I don't know if refrigeration problems there. I don't know what it is. It was just different. I saw that. I'm like, oh, okay. But I was drinking bottles when I was out there. But,
yeah.
You know, so I don't know what they're charging out there. We should find out.
We should.
I think Ketel One should take us to Europe, and let's do a podcast tour of different places that sell Ketel sodas.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you know what I noticed too? A lot of those places though, they don't have soda guns.
No.
No. So if you go to Ketel and sodas, you crack it open. It's not even a bottle. It's like legit, like almost the same size as the Fever Tree bottles we have. Yeah, they're not. A lot of those places they didn't have soda guns.
See, I'm okay with the little bottles of like soda water and stuff like that.
Yeah,
because like I feel like the big ones, you know, like if you don't just open it, it's just not right.
I don't try it enough to know.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's the pressure of the soda, because I tried drinking the Saratoga sparkling with my Ketel One.
Well, that's sparkling. It's different. Sparkling water has less carbonation than like club soda.
Right. It was still good, but like, I don't know. I have bad luck with plastic bottle club soda. I have bad luck with.
Yeah. We buying seltzer or club soda, because those are also different. Because I've seen Polar make both.
There's a very good chance I might have been
seltzer, because I feel like the seltzer is not as carbonated. I feel like that's what it is.
That could be it.
You don't have to look for club soda specifically.
Yeah,
I feel like it's different.
I just can't drink around my kids, man. They drive me crazy.
Oh, I hear you. I don't really do it. I don't really do anything at home. Like I feel like guys kind of reserve drinking.
I was in my basement the other day. I got 8 bottles of Grey Goose sitting there. I don't know when the hell I got 8 bottles of Grey Goose. It's gonna be sitting there at least 10 years.
Oh yeah, I mean, like,
I kind of want to sell it to somebody just because I'm never gonna drink it.
I'll just take one if you.
Well,
if you don't want it.
It's not that I don't want it.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to give it away. It's worth some money.
I'll give you money. You know?
You're gonna drink. You're gonna switch over to Grey Goose. We're here promoting Ketel One. I'm saying we need Ketel One to sponsor us, and you want my Grey Goose bottles.
Oh, I mean,
the reason why I have 8 bottles of Grey Goose at home is because I don't drink it.
That is true. I do.
My Ketel One bottles are empty at the house, and I never replenish them because
the only other vodka besides Ketel One in my house is Kharkov, and I use that for cooking.
I got this bottle of vodka. Allegedly, the Ferrari people made it.
Yeah.
It's called Double Cross.
Okay.
And I won a contest at the restaurant I was working at, and I sold the most Double Cross vodka sodas, Double Cross vodka drinks, and they engraved the bottle with my name on, like a trophy style.
Oh, that's kind of cool though.
And they gave me a lamp too, so it can light up, kind of like the LED light kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But it's just sitting in the basement collecting dust. I ain't got no display.
That's tough.
But you know,
full name or just Mario?
Well, Ambudanza's in there, buddy.
Oh,
full name. Cursive too.
Ooh.
Not even printed, cursive. You know, but you know, I got a funny feeling. I go on Google sometimes, like, to check out like different things. You know, like the ads for Google, and not ads, the stories.
Yeah.
And they keep showing all these new drinks of summer. This is new drink of summer 2024, and I'm trying to like read them just so I can, like, in case somebody tries to order it from me. Like, yeah, can you make this? Can you make this? And I'm trying to think what it was. It was something that I would never order as a customer, and it just sounded weird.
I feel like anytime like a customer has ever like looked up a drink and like asked me to make it, it's always a shitty drink. I feel like no, they never bring out the good ones.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that.
Yeah, when I'm scrolling through and like I'm looking at shit, I see good drinks, but they never showing me a good drink. It's always something weird.
You think Pinterest is really ruining the craft of the cocktail?
I feel
because
like they're
giving people too many bad ideas.
Yes, it is.
But I do get some good ideas from Pinterest as well.
Plenty of good ideas. But like I don't know why.
You think it's poisoning the minds of the beverage consumption?
I think it is.
How can we stop that?
Those bastards.
What can we do to stop Pinterest?
Wait.
I really don't think their attorneys are any match for our attorneys.
No.
In fact, I don't even know who we have for attorneys.
I'm impressed that you think we have more than one.
I was hoping for.
Like, I mean, maybe like one apiece. That makes two. That is attorneys, plural.
We're gonna have Jackie Childs represent us out of New York. Jackie Childs. But yeah, I got a feeling like we're gonna get a lot of weird requests for drinks this summer because I've been seeing too many things popping up.
Yeah.
And it's not even like a certain trend. Like it's not just bourbon. It's not just gin. It's a lot of things. I caught a lot of stuff the other day with blackberry, randomly, and some good drinks.
Blackberries aren't really like a summer thing.
I know, but you know what? They seem to be everywhere. So I gave it a shot. I brought some in to give it a shot. I was experimenting with a few things. I wanted to make the TikTok video.
Making some blackberry stuff recently.
Yeah, because I saw it online, and I was trying to do some TikTok videos, and you know, I know it's summer, but I don't think it's summer. I'm thinking 3 months ahead. I'm trying to get ready for the fall.
As you should.
You know what I mean? And I feel like every restaurant should be thinking like that. And
We should
obviously focus on summer to get your thing going, but the summer plan should have been made in March.
Me and you could have had summer drinks 3 months ago.
We could have.
It was 3 months ahead. That's what we gotta be doing.
Yeah, I think you always gonna be 3 months ahead in everything in this business. Whether like, we should be thinking about football right now. You know, it's the middle of baseball season. We should be thinking about, you know, what are we gonna do with pumpkin this year? What are we gonna do with maple this year? And get it ready to roll once it's the season. Not think about it midway through and then you blink and it's Christmas. You know, and then you know, and then just January. I still think that we should focus on like, you know, the skinny drinks because that's when people start, you know, dieting and all the mocktails and all that other crap. Not that I want to be pushing mocktails, but
I mean, people ask.
They ask for it. You want to be able to give them something decent, but you know, the mocktail people kind of bother me sometimes.
Well,
they get mad at me. They get mad sometimes when like you give them 3 choices and they hate all 3 choices and they get mad that you don't have more choices. And it's like you're in the middle of like 500 people asking for drinks, and you got a guy busting your balls about mocktails. You know, and it's not even like it's a pregnant woman. A pregnant woman, you go out of your way and you make sure she's happy because you know that lady's pregnant. You want to make sure she stays happy because she's going through hell. I've seen 2 childbirths. It ain't fun.
No,
it is not fun. But you know, it's that one guy. And it's like, dude, calm down. All right, we'll figure something out for you. You know.
Do you notice this? That like the people who like try to like you give the 3 mocktail suggestions to, and they don't like any of them. Do you ever notice that they choose a drink that you can't make a mocktail, and they ask you to make a mocktail out of it?
Yes.
I had somebody ask me for a fucking Manhattan mocktail. How the fuck do I do that?
Somebody asked me for the mudslide one. I'm like, it's called chocolate milk.
Yeah,
I can't coffee milk. I cannot make a virgin mudslide. No.
Somebody asked for a virgin espresso martini. I'm like, so you want a coffee with cream?
Yeah.
Like, that's what you want.
That's some scary stuff right there.
Like, you want coffee with a shot of espresso and cream. That is your espresso martini. Hot. Boom. That's a mocktail.
We should promote that.
Right?
Profits will skyrocket. Profits will skyrocket.
Just a cup of coffee.
We will now be charging $12 for that mocktail espresso martini.
No, it's like they always choose like the most like random things, like like a Cosmo mocktail. You can't really do a Cosmo mocktail.
It's cranberry juice and lime.
That's it. Here's a glass. Like, what do we do to make people better?
What can we do to make people better?
Yeah, what can we do?
I mean, we can only educate so much.
I know it.
You know, it's like when they try to take the drink list at the restaurant and they want to know, oh, can you make it without this because I don't like this, and you give it to them and they don't like it because I'm like, you know, these drinks that are on our list, our beverage director, our mixologist, it's like cooking. You take out an ingredient or you add an extra ingredient, it's not going to be right. And sure. I actually argue with customers about it. And a lot of times they'll be like, well, I want it anyway. I'm like, okay, here you go. So how's your drink? Oh, I don't like it. I told you.
I saw a sign recently. I went to the Treehouse Tavern for like the first time in like a while.
Okay. Never been there, but okay, I know the place.
Yeah, it was a great time. You know, food's good.
Walking distance from your house.
It is walking distance from my house. Yeah, but they had this sign that says that tells them that I have a photo because I sent it to our beverage director Morgan because I thought he'd find it funny. But it says that, you know, like the cocktails are carefully like curated, balanced, and blah blah blah. They're like carefully read and understand what you order, because they're not gonna credit a cocktail if it's not suiting you or it's not what you imagine it might be.
Yeah, so basically you're saying if you don't like a cocktail, screw you, you're paying for it anyway.
Yep.
I like that.
I do like that.
I like that.
It's like it says for those who understand, many thanks. For those who don't understand, please don't try the cocktails.
It's professionally done, I think.
Professionally done.
I don't think I'd be as professional as that. Yeah.
No. Well, like, I mean, that's what I mean. You know, you have to have like a little bit of integrity.
Yeah.
You know, put a sign up. You know, like like this is how it is.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, if you want something else, don't order it.
That is basically what makes the world go round, right there.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I tell people too, if you're in an experimental mood, that's your thing. If you're not, then get what you like.
Yeah. Why would you?
But you know, people are just always gonna think what they think and want what they want. You're not gonna change their minds.
You won't. You're right.
You can't fix stupid. There's no pill at CVS you can put in somebody's applesauce and make them take it without them knowing and making them intelligent overnight. Unfortunately.
No.
But so summertime. I don't know if, and this is a good survey to do. It wouldn't be a bad TikTok video or a series to do. Is would you say, because I've been noticing this a lot, and we got some repeat offenders of this, yeah. Are Tinder dates higher in the summer or in the winter, fall?
Oof. Winter, fall.
You think so?
I think so.
Because you think because it's nice out and people are outside and it's easy to interact with people because there's more people out there, that the Tinder dates are... I feel like Tinder doesn't have a season. I feel like it's just convenience.
It's definitely.
I never had to use an app. I never had problems meeting women. Number one, but I've been with my wife for 17 years.
Congratulations.
I can't do the math. 2008 technically. 2024, 14, 16 years.
16
Been
years.
married 11, 16 years, 16 years, yeah.
Boom.
Anyway, yeah, so those apps weren't around back then. Back then we were still doing like Craigslist hookers and stuff, you know what I mean? Which was also a fraud because the pictures never matched the girl. I've heard. I don't know from experience.
I don't know.
I've heard there's some people, numerous people, but I think it's a convenience thing. But I've been noticing this lately, and I can't stop laughing about it. But I've been noticing like the women on these Tinder dates. It's pretty obvious because you overhear conversations and stuff too. And sometimes they'll just straight up tell you, I met him on Tinder. I met her on Tinder when I go in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
And
first off, why are you telling me?
Yeah, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Why do I give a shit?
Well, back in the day, it was...
I don't know you.
Back in the day, I had to deal with Match.com when it first came out.
Oof.
Oh, my God. That was hysterical because
Match.com.
so many girls never put their real picture up, or the guys would put their real... Then they would meet, and they were like, what the hell is this? You know, like...
You're already there.
Oh, it's hysterical, and you just watch the awkwardness. It was a great thing. But I've been noticing most of the guys that are on these Tinder dates, they're not drinking. They're doing club soda. They're doing, like, water. I don't know if they're afraid of whiskey dick and they want to perform, or do these girls like, hey, I'll go on a Tinder date with you, but you can't get fucked up. We're not gonna have sex. I don't know what it is. It's just I'm noticing a trend. It is hysterical.
I feel
and it's always awkward when they ask for like the non-alcoholic drink.
Yeah.
The girl already knows. As soon as she walks in, I'll take this. Like, all right, what are you having, buddy? And it's just that awkward stutter or the awkward like I don't know. They look around. I'll just have a Coke for now, which is fine. But how many guys? What are the odds of having like 20 guys in a month that don't drink that keep going on Tinder dates?
It is weird.
It is weird. It's hysterical. Is there like a filter?
I feel like if I was
only non-alcoholic drinkers apply to swipe left. I don't know how it works. You know,
maybe. I mean, I feel you could probably type that in somewhere. I don't know how it works.
I don't know. I don't want nothing to do with any sort of sex app because my wife will definitely kill me. But anyway, she'd definitely kill me.
You already got like the wife and stuff. I mean, that's kind of yeah.
No, but even if I just told him to screw around to see what's going on because. Like, I know for a fact that a lot of people she used to work with or are friends with or whatever, they're all over the place on it.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a phone call waiting to happen.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, I'm like, hey, look at your friend
over Mario? This is Mario? This is Mario?
I don't know how this works. I don't know how this works.
This is Mario? 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 This is Mario?
I don't know how this works.
Oh,
yeah, it's
God.
just funny. Like, so I don't know what kind of summer we're gonna have with Tinder dates here. That's what I want to find
I
out.
feel like if I went out on a date with somebody to a bar and like it was like a first date or something like that, and we specifically choose a bar and one of us doesn't drink, that makes me feel awkward because I know it's not gonna be me who doesn't drink. We're already at a bar.
That happened to me on one of my first dates ever with one of my ex-girlfriends. I was just graduated high school.
Damn.
She was 21.
Oh, there you go.
And, you know, I was trying to impress her, so I took her to this place I know serves underage kids.
Yeah.
So we go to this bar on the east side. It's no longer there. I think now it was a Gap. It might be Gap. I don't know what it is now.
It's a Gap?
It might be a Gap now. But it was a bar back in the day. And
Gentrification.
so I ordered a beer. Like, what are you having? She just sat there and had water, and I had potato skins in front of her. And we had our first date, which was fine. I dated her for 2 years after that. But like my first date with like this girl that I was
It throws you off, man.
Well, I mean, I didn't know what I know now back then. I was young,
yeah.
you know what I mean? I just graduated high school as a kid. I mean, I worked in the restaurant business and this and that, but like, you know, it was a friend of mine's sister, and, you know, she randomly came in one night at my restaurant, and I was done early, and her friend was like, well, why don't you guys go out? Yeah. And her brother was like, yeah, go out. And, you know, so I went home and showered and took her out, and I'm like, I think she's going to have some drinks. She didn't have anything. I'm like, what are we here for then? I could have gone somewhere else, you know, like.
Yeah. Well, mini golfing or some shit. Like,
Well, it's kind of late for mini golf, but we did
Yeah.
go mini golfing a lot back
There you
then.
go.
But
Whereabouts? Mulligan's Island?
no, back then it was what's the place in Seacock?
With the Grand Prix?
Yes, that place.
That place has fucking mini golf?
No, it was down the street from the Grand Prix place.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was not Fantasyland.
Fantasyland was like an indoor, like, children's, like, amusement park type deal.
What was it called?
Adventureland?
It was Adventureland.
But I feel like that's, like, something from other states.
No,
But
there,
they do,
there,
in
there
fact,
was
have
one
mini
in
golf.
Gansett too. There was one in Gansett too.
Gansett.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I don't know.
Now we went to one at Seacock. It was a good one. There was the East Side Mario's over there. We used to go to dinner there and mini golf and then the movies. It was a good thing. I miss being young sometimes. The simpler times back then.
You know the last place I went mini golfing? I went to this place called Putt Shack.
Where was that?
It was in Seaport in Boston.
The Seaport in Boston called the Putt Shack?
Well, it was a mini golf place called Putt Shack.
Really?
It's like
You're on the water and you play mini golf.
No. It's an indoor place. It's like a I think it's like a sister company or something like that, or like they're somehow related to Top Golf.
Really?
So it's like high tech mini golf.
Oh wow.
Like the ball's got GPS and it tracks your strokes and stuff like that. There's like all like fancy like holes and stuff. One of the holes is like true or false questions. Like it was like true or false questions about Boston. And then there was like a thing that if you hit it like right up the middle, like you would just get a hole in one and stuff like that. There were like trap holes.
Okay.
There was
Okay.
a beer
Gotcha.
pong hole that like it went up a ramp and you try to hit in the center cup because then like there are different like tubes and whatnot that send you there. Bars on every level.
Were you a good miniature golf player?
I would like to say I was. I would don't ask Megan because I feel like she would contradict me.
Okay.
But she might be lying though. I'm not 100% sure, but I would say I'm above average.
Okay. I suck.
No,
I am terrible. I am terrible.
Yeah.
But I love the game.
It takes me like a couple holes to warm up. You know, this place is nice because like I said, bars on every level.
Really?
There's like
See, I never play miniature golf with booze.
Right?
I kind of want to.
It's kind of awesome. But there's there's screens where like you're like, oh, you're on this hole. If you if you have the app, you can just like punch in this code and someone will just bring you drinks to your hole. Dangerous.
Yeah, it is dangerous.
But it was a great fucking time though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, I guess they have it. Remember we talked about this years ago, but I always thought there should be like a miniature golf PGA tour. You know.
Yes.
But I guess they have them in Texas. Somebody was telling me about this.
I can see that. I feel like Texas they got the room for a miniature golf.
Yeah, that could really be something great for kids, and you know, we can make some money and sponsorships and stuff, and you know, but clearly it's already going on. So you know,
Our
Late Night Sauce presents professional mini golf.
I was talking to our bar back, Brosmith, yesterday. That is his last name. Great last name.
He has a great last name.
Fucking, I refuse to call him by his first name.
I don't even
Why
know his
would
first
you?
name.
Exactly.
You
You don't
don't
need to
even-
know.
Brosmith.
It's Brosmith every time. He was talking about. We were watching the U.S. Open.
Okay.
He was on.
Yep.
But he was talking about like the qualifiers, and apparently, like, you know, anybody can just show up for these qualifiers.
Yeah.
I did not know that. You could just. He said there was like a biology teacher that like qualified and was like playing in the Open or something.
But you need
Like,
sponsors, I think.
I don't know. Do you?
Well, somebody's got to pay the entrance. I think there's an entrance fee.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
I think all the top guys, their sponsors, pay the entrance fee or whatever.
Obviously.
But
yeah.
like, I forget because a friend of mine I used to work with, he wanted a caddy for this other guy we used to work with that was supposed to be like a pro golfer.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, he needs a sponsor that would cover all the entrance fees or whatever. And I don't know what entrance fees cost.
Neither do I. I'm not too into golf like that.
I don't think it's astronomical, but I'm willing to bet it's like in the $10,000 range.
It's more than I'd be comfortable with.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, but qualifiers. It's like you never seen Happy Gilmore. That's why.
No,
You gotta watch Happy Gilmore with Adam Sandler.
I know the movie, but
yeah, you gotta watch that because that's what he does. He qualifies and then he wins the tournament. He wins that tournament and then he's in the PGA Tour.
no shit.
Yeah, that's the whole movie.
Is that how golf works? That's crazy.
That was the '90s back then. That was a Tiger Woods 18 years old era back then. I don't know how it works now, but I'm not a golf guy. So
Neither am I.
Yeah.
I just thought it was. Well, I mean, tying it into professional mini golf and just like golf in general.
I someday maybe I could get that dream up in the Northeast mini golf professional tournament. There's got to be a way to do it.
I feel like the issue is that like there's no standard to a mini golf course. Like everyone's like completely different. Like,
yeah, of course.
Like, whereas I feel like like full golf courses, like yes they are different, but I feel like they kind of follow like the same lines, like for like some things.
Right.
Like they're similar, but they're not. It's like racetracks. They're shaped a little differently.
Right.
I feel like around the same length or something. I don't know how that works.
Which makes it more enticing because then anybody thinks they can win at any time.
Exactly.
You're not dealing with the same guy winning every tournament in 1 year.
I feel like if we started to open up a mini golf franchise around the Northeast,
We had one. It went out of business in Warwick. The Monster Golf. Next to Bowles Billiards.
like you can't do like professional mini golf in the dark, man. You don't see the PGA playing at night.
No, you don't. You
No.
can't.
Yeah, I mean, you can give them glow in the dark balls, but it doesn't
So you
make it
think
right.
the reason why they went under because it was a monster thing, or was just I don't think they all went under. I just that one location did in Rhode Island.
I think
A friend of mine actually, this girl I knew, she was an old customer of mine. Her and her,
kids are afraid of monsters, man. You're just ruining half your demographic right there.
you know what? My kids are afraid of monsters.
I know.
You're right, yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm just saying. Like, I mean, it tracks.
What if we did like a mini golf, go-kart, NASCAR kind of a thing, where like you combine professional mini golf and almost like a triathlon. Like you have to win the best mini golf score, the best driving score, and like the go-karts.
Yeah.
And then maybe bumper boats or something. Like make it like a triple thing. You know what I mean?
Yo, bumper boats. That has just brought it back for me. That's crazy.
I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud because you know what? I mean, I got ideas.
All right, well, everyone always talks about bumper cars, but no one ever talks about bumper boats. And I feel like it's the more competitive of the two.
I think it's very harder. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot harder.
Yeah, I think you also need the right space. And I'm thinking maybe throw some sharks in the water too to really make it competitive. You know what I mean? Make get some like piranhas or something,
Get
or
some piranhas,
stingrays.
Make the boats prone to tip over.
Dude, that would scare kids, but
Yeah,
it would also make it
way more exciting.
More exciting, yeah.
Way
And
more
I'm not about scaring kids though. I don't want to hurt kids.
No.
It's not my thing.
I mean, you're bringing your kids to Monster Mini Golf over here.
Well, I never brought my kids. They went out of business before my kids were born.
Really?
Yeah, they turned into it was Bounce University. It was an indoor bounce house place.
Yeah.
That's when my kids were born.
That's a big thing.
That went out of business too.
Yeah, the launch one's still around though.
Oh, launch is huge, but like that Ty Law owns that.
Yeah.
From the Patriots. So I mean that's called money making more money.
Boom. There
You
it
know,
is.
we're just trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Me and you here. That's all we're doing.
You know what I haven't heard of for a while, but like I'm pretty sure they're still around, but I don't know much about it. Well, what's going on with United Skates of America?
I was just there a few months ago for my
Are you really?
East Providence.
I don't know if there's more than one, but I'll say yeah.
Yeah, I was there for my niece's birthday party
That
back
place
in
is still
January.
on? That place
Still there,
on?
still there. Half the video games don't work.
Aw, man.
They got laser tag in there. My kid was
I've
loving
played-
laser tag.
I've
They were
played
loving the
laser
laser
tag.
tag
The laser
there.
tag there is kind of legit because I've
Yeah.
been to places for laser tag and it's kind of shitty. Theirs is actually
This is
pretty
okay. Yeah, we had a good. My kids loved it. They had a good time. You
Yeah.
know, my niece had her friends there. My nephew. It was nice. I thought I knew how to roller skate because I used to play hockey, and apparently I don't.
That is not. I don't know if that correlates like
No, it is not. But maybe I should have got the roller blades instead of roller skates. Maybe
the
it would have been better.
roller blades might have done better, especially
Yeah.
if you're used to. Well, I mean, do your ice skates have two blades on them?
No,
It does not.
no.
So you need the roller blades, not the skates.
I know that for next year. If
There
she
you
has
go.
another party there.
Yeah, there you go. I just haven't heard of that place in a while.
No,
Like,
it's still there. I remember- I was there in
like, I remember
January.
when I was a kid. Like that was the spot. Like that was like, if you had a birthday party there, you were like king in the classroom for like a month.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You were hot shit for like a long time.
Yeah,
Like, and it was popping. All the games worked. Fucking, you know, I was so bad at it. So bad.
Yeah, the games weren't working there. I'm like, which games do work? I got all these like cards I bought. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? But you know, I still want to do a luxury lanes bowling alley around here somewhere in Rhode Island.
They have one at
Foxwoods. Yeah, I'm talking about locally. No one wants to drive to Foxwoods and play.
Man, every time I've had luxury lanes, I've always driven to Foxwoods.
Did you come home that night? Or did you stay overnight?
I come home every time.
My cousin's 21st birthday was at Luxury Lanes. I couldn't go. I couldn't get the night to work. I was so upset.
Last
They
time I
stayed
was there.
overnight.
Last time I was there, it
The
was for the
Tito's thing. Yeah, no,
that was awesome.
Yeah, I feel like we could use one of those in Rhode Island, like around here.
We could, but where are you gonna put it?
I feel
I feel like East Greenwich would kind of be like a good.
the old
town
post
for it.
office cafe would be good.
The old post office cafe would probably be great for that shit.
It's
Honestly,
historic though. You can't do the renovations on the building.
really not?
Yeah, you can't.
Nah, it's fucked. What about another one? Give me another one.
What about turn the harbor side into luxury lanes?
Yo,
They're having problems with the insurance and not getting paid.
lanes on the water.
Lanes on the water. Sponsored by Ketel One Vodka and Late Night Sauce.
Make the whole back wall glass so you can just see out into the distance. You know.
I feel like we could venture out from doing the podcast to being commentators at luxury lanes during the tournaments.
Dude, I would love to fucking
drinking
like,
Ketel One,
like
like drunk commentating bowling.
Fucking, I
That
would
is
be
the dream.
so good at
That's
that.
actually one.
So good at that.
One of my dreams is if everyone like the Powerball for all these millions of dollars. One of the first things I would buy would be some sort of like radio station or TV station where, like Howard Stern meets like ESPN, where like you just get drunk while they're announcing games. So like here we go again.
all the time.
Oh, here we go again. We got Mookie Betts at the plate. I heard the other night he sucked down about 25 beers and 3 shots of tequila, and they found him in the bathroom with his pants off. You know, stuff like that. You know, what I mean? That's one of my dreams. Like everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna buy a Ferrari, I'm gonna buy a boat, I'm gonna buy a plane. No, I want a radio station where every week I can like sit down and have like commentate like football. Oh, here we go, Tom Brady again. He's in the back. He's in the huddle. He's talking to his teammates, getting ready to play. You know, I heard the other night he had like 3 scoops of that avocado ice cream and shit his brains out. You know, something like that. This is funny stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, sponsored by Ketel One Vodka.
Sponsored by Ketel One Vodka.
But anyway, we're gonna have to wrap this up tonight. We had a, this is the official start of summer in my eyes. The Celtics won the championship. NBA is over. It's now officially it's officially baseball season for me. And
it's interesting that you like the Yankees, but you also like but you go for the Celtics and then the Raiders on top of it.
Okay, we could talk about that now before the podcast. We'll talk about the podcast before the podcast. We'll talk about why. And because I know a lot of people like to say, "Oh, you're Italian, that's why you like the Yankees." Nope. If you gave my father a suitcase with $1 million in it and say name one New York Yankee, he can never tell you. My father did not like sports. When I was a kid growing up, we were poor. Cable just came out. If you wanted to watch the Red Sox, you had to buy Nesson. Nesson was a paid channel. And back in the day, it was $10 a month, which doesn't sound like a lot of money nowadays. But back in 1982, $83. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, we were poor. So at the time, it was free to watch the New York Yankees on a channel called WPIX, or you could watch the Atlanta Braves every night on channel TBS. Those are my two choices. So growing up, I'm like, well, New York's closer than Atlanta, so I'll take New York. And then when football was going on, actually, I became a Raiders fan because of Bo Jackson, the greatest athlete, one of the greatest athletes of all time.
Is that the football you got? Or the helmet you got from Rob?
Rob got me the autograph Bo Jackson football.
Shout out to Rob.
The helmet. But Bo Jackson at the time, him and Jordan at the same time were the two faces of Nike. Jordan was first, and they went after Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson played football and baseball at the same time.
Damn.
So, and he was like a beast. And I never liked him as a baseball player. I was more of a football player because he was a running back. And that's why I became a Raiders fan. And it's just weird because at the time, when he came into the NFL, the Patriots were just in the Super Bowl and lost to the Chicago Bears. They got killed.
Ooh.
Yeah. But I like the Raiders because of Bo Jackson.
Were they good at the time?
They were competitive.
Okay.
They were competitive. Back then, everyone was flip-flopping. Denver Broncos were huge at the time because they had John Elway.
Yeah.
And then after that, gangster rap came out, and NWA's wearing Raider gear. They're promoting Raider gear. Every video you watch on MTV Raps, every rapper has Raider stuff on.
Why is that?
Well, they're representing where they're from, West Coast, and that's just what they had.
Because they were Oakland, right?
At the time, they were Los Angeles.
Really?
Yeah.
So
they went from Oakland to Los Angeles, back to Oakland, then to Vegas.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
they went a few times back and forth.
All right.
So that's how I became that. And the Celtics fan, I was a Celtics fan because growing up, the Celtics were on TV for free. And I grew up in one of the greatest eras of basketball in the 80s with Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson in the Lakers with real basketball, real players. And, that's why I became the Celtics fan that I am. So that's why I have my sports teams. And I stick with my teams whether they suck or whether they're good. That's how I am. Loyalty is in my DNA. That's what I do. So, anyway, we're going to close it up. And, we're going to tell everyone out there who is on a Tinder date to, just notice if the guy's drinking. See what's going on.
Buy a drink.
Buy a drink once in a while, guys. Come on.
Loosen up.
You're
making me uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable when I see
I'm not even on the date.
Yeah, I'm not on the date
I'm
neither.
just here.
And don't make it so obvious that it's Tinder, okay?
Don't get too many drinks either.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking know your limits, guys.
Honestly, I've never seen a girl or a guy have more than 2 drinks.
I've seen it.
On a Tinder date?
On
Tinder dates, I'm talking.
I don't know specifically Tinder. I've seen first dates.
Oh, first dates I've seen it. Yeah, absolutely. You
Right.
have to. I think my wife might have had the most beers in her life on our first date. And they didn't even have Miller Lite at the time. She got stuck drinking Amstel, and she hates Amstel. But she must have loved hanging out with me that night.
Light or regular? Do they make regular?
They don't make regular Amstel.
I don't know.
I think Amstel Light regular is called Heineken.
No.
I could be wrong.
Well, because they have Heineken Light. Why would they make...
They have Heineken, yeah.
If Amstel Light is just Heineken Light...
I don't know.
Why would they make Heineken Light? It's a topic for the next podcast.
It really is. So anyway, folks, enjoy your week, and we'll come up with some new topics. And we actually got some new guests get ready to come on the podcast soon, and we're still waiting to go video. It could happen very soon. I know we've been talking for a while, but again, Ketel
We're on
One.
Spotify now.
We are on Spotify now. Follow us on Spotify. Follow us on the TikTok page, Instagram. Tap That Glass Tonight, and we got some new stuff working. So come on in and welcome to our world, because we got some shit going on that you're gonna love.
Oh, we should also throw this out there. More recently, we were also featured on a podcast.
Oh yeah, Alan Weiss had us on his podcast.
Alan Weiss's The
Great
Uncomfortable
guy.
Truth.
The Uncomfortable Truth, where he interviewed us.
Don't remember what number episode it was, but it was called The Bartenders.
The Bartenders.
Me and Mario.
Yeah, it was actually a great podcast.
Great
Alan's
podcast.
one of the greatest guys on the planet.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, I thought we'd be more uncomfortable with the questions, and we weren't.
I feel like we should get him on our podcast and ask him uncomfortable questions.
I don't know if I want to.
I feel
I respect the man too much. I don't know if I want to do that. But
I feel like we gotta.
And that man does not drink Ketel One. He drinks the good stuff. He drinks that Jean-Marc XO vodka.
The French, buddy.
He drinks that French. If the French vodka sponsors us before Ketel One, I will be angry.
I will be angry.
I will be very angry. So
I won't be angry because like we have a sponsorship, but like I'll be disappointed in Ketel One at the minimum.
I still won't stop drinking it. Though.
I would no.
I still won't stop drinking it.
I'll lie.
Yeah.
I will fill up that bottle with Ketel One.
Exactly. Anyway, folks, and thank you for listening, and feel free to, comment on your thoughts on our podcast. The one tonight or.
If you have any topics you want us to hit, let us know.
Exactly. We are open to topics. We try to keep politics and religion and sexual preferences out of it. Is that the word I'm supposed to use? Preferences?
I wasn't ready for you to throw sexual preferences.
Well, I don't want to talk about controversial stuff.
Oh yeah, no.
Controversial alcohol is one thing, but controversial politics, that's not our thing.
You can't talk politics while you're drinking.
You can't talk politics with strangers.
You
can't talk politics with strangers,
especially with strangers,
especially at a bar. Whether it's
I
Ketel
don't want
One,
to do it with my friends, man. I don't want to drive that rift between us.
Man, my wife, we talk once in a while, man. I thought one night she was gonna kill me, and I didn't even say anything bad.
Oh man.
So anyway, folks, thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers.